In some havens, the tax relief that foreigners enjoy, right, stems from absence of cheap forms of direct taxation like income tax, estate tax, gift tax, wealth tax may not be there, right? So in those tax havens are of the nature that they don't, I mean, there's no, I mean, they have very low tax or no tax at all in many cases. For example, Dubai is a place where there is no income tax. Qatar has no income tax. Bahrain has no income tax. In Singapore, the income tax is only 10%, whereas in India it can be 30% and more, 40% in case of corporates. For foreign companies can be paying 40% tax, right? So in many countries, the relief stems from special features of the tax system that result in a very low effective tax rate on certain forms of foreign investment, right? Some countries that enjoy a reputation of tax havens have cultivated it. They want it to be a tax haven. Now you may wonder why somebody would want to be a tax haven. Simple reason that being a tax haven might result in a higher investment in the country. To give you an example, many of the tax havens actually have disproportionate amount of assets in their country, financial assets, right? And this can be obviously countries want foreign capital to come into their country, developing countries especially, right? So this is a very common thing. But there are countries which do not want to be called tax havens. They're actually worried about it. They do not consider it to be a good thing. They might find it offensive if somebody is calling them a tax haven. Okay, so and sometimes they are not a tax haven intentionally, but they have a good, maybe they have a very good legal system, very good, very low taxes, and they have strict territoriality in applying income taxation. For these reasons also, many times people choose to park their money or set up their businesses in those countries. A good example will be Netherlands. Even the US, in some cases, people prefer to set up a business in the United States because of certain business friendly tax laws sometimes, and those might change in the future, we don't know, right? But many foreign countries sometimes set up businesses in the US for that reason, and they might be putting through disproportionate amount of their global revenues, they might be parking in that country, right? Such countries are likely to consider, I mean, there are countries which consider the tax haven level derogatory, but they're attractive anyway. So it doesn't matter whether they call themselves a tax haven or not. What is important is that are they attractive for the tax structuring purpose for international businesses, right? And do they serve a purpose of tax saving for international business?